is the fastest you can go.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's the fastest you can go. Yeah.
this is basically ranked games for Thailand. They just want to go for the Hylos and the Kimi, just go straight into the jungle. I mean, at this point, even the Jawhead at level 2 can start killing people with the ejector and smart missiles. Not to mention Farsa. All right, so pretty solid early game lineup for Thailand. And Brunei here, I don't think it matters what this last pick is, but I'm sure that they want to push. This is so telegraphed. They want to push. It's not a Layla. Ladies and gentlemen, don't lose it. It's not a Layla. And it's weird if it's a carry. Oh, they go for the carry.
Because Leo, I think that's the only core that they like that is available in the current meta. Because Team Thailand, they banned out the Lancelot, and the Lancelot is perfect for this type of lineup that Team Brunei has. I think Team Brunei, they shifted towards that skirmish, confusing skirmish type of lineup. They don't want to team fight. Because of the carry and because of the Popol and Koopa, they will give the carry the late game, the Popol Koopa in the late game. But yeah, you said it in the early stages of the game. There's going to be a lot of pressure on their side because the Farsa, the Kimi, and the Hylos can chase you down up until the end of the earth. Right?
Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. So I wondered why they picked the carry, because the carry can't do anything in the early game. Not even at level 2. You barely at least need an ult. And you have no core items before 5 minutes, so well, I would have preferred the Granger.
Who knows?
I'm just saying, I would have preferred the Granger or like totally dodged the marksman role at all, put a mage there. But nonetheless, I have high hope. Brunei may have picked this up from Vietnam last night.
Yeah, probably they practiced this in their training. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Team Thailand versus Team Brunei for game number 1 of day 2 of the Razer Sea-Invitational. It's 1-3-1 for Team Thailand. Meanwhile, Team Brunei, they have this 1-2-2 type of playstyle with the Popol and Koopa support here in the mid lane. We are now seeing, there you go, that is the combo. That is the Hylos Kimi. You know what, Leo? In pubs, this guy, this type of combo, the Kimi and the Hylos, it has a high win rate. You can definitely get a lot of resources with the movement speed boost and the Ring of Order, plus the damage from the Hylos, uncontrollable damage in the early stages of the game.
Yeah, look at this mirror though by Team Thailand. That's the 3 members going for their orange. Not much that Chopong can do. And I think at least Hajinity able to take his purple. So Team Brunei here, they're sharing the buffs. I mean, they'll give one over to the invader, and then they'll leave one for Hajinity. So here's what's interesting about Team Brunei. They feel like they're trying to invest in 2 different kinds of stock, right? They're trying to go for this hyper push, and just the same, they're trying to go to funnel Hajinity. And now there's going to be 4 members onto 2, and it looks like Mrs. Zinc is going to be going down. No, he survives, as well as Lois and Bo, as well as Alai almost going down here. They have a few minions left. Alai needs to get out of here. Goes for the heal.
This is going to be a push unless the Kimi and Hylos catches up. That is the rocket. But there you go. That is the main target there. If you don't get kills, just get the push. And Team Brunei getting the first push of the game. The bouncing ball initiation counter. Go, but the ejector was there, passing it and setting it up for the Kimi to last hit. It's like volleyball, ladies and gentlemen. Nice counter go. That's the counter punch that you've been talking about, Leo. And this is Team Thailand mirroring the push, and they will even up the trade.
But this is the smallest level of the counter punch. It's across a minute or so, and it's more of a trade. To be honest, there are better lineups that show you the best way to counter punch, and you'll see them. It's 4 members, 5 members waiting in the jungle. They'll throw out skills, throw out ults, bait out the fatal links, and then once you make that mistake, that's when they go. So you usually see these kinds of lineups lose the early game at around 4 to 5 minutes, and then maybe around the 6 or 7 minute mark, even maybe 8 if they can't find team fights earlier on. That's when you see them start wiping people out. All right, but nonetheless, it's still pretty fair down the middle. Team Brunei here, they lost out what they pushed down bottom, could not find any other spot on the map to convert or trade into, and now Team Thailand, all the wiser, despite this lineup being the Kimi Hylos lineup, they know that they need to stick together to make Team Brunei pay. Because Team Brunei, again, we mentioned earlier, they're not the team fight type of build. They need to just spread people out. It's divide and conquer for Team Brunei. But Team Thailand, this is the right way to go. They just need to stick together, force these team fights, and make sure Hajinity needs the same kind of guarding that this Kimi needs. And look at that now. Dalinity cannot peel. Now this one gonna run away. No! Oh! He almost lost out! Wow, the rejuvenation! The revitalize, it worked! Alai! Taking down this one, Tatsupong gets the kill, but Alois with it, and Tatsupong's not gonna live here. That is 2 for 1 here. Team Brunei loses out on that. Great conversion by Team Thailand.
There you go. There you go. That is clearly a miscommunication for Team Brunei. It was Doltini pump faking the Tyrant's Revenge, hoping to get one knock up, and they will immediately burst it with the Phantom Step and the slows from the spinning light wheel. But man, it's just the lineup of Team Thailand right now. You cannot really go near the Hylos and the Kimi if you are a carry. Team Thailand with the best decision in the early stages of the game, rotating down to bottom, answering to the push, and negating this Hajini funnel that Team Brunei wanted. You know what, Leo, one thing that I liked about Team Brunei is that they adjusted to what's lacking to their lineup. Because Hajinity, usually you see carries with Purifies, right? This is the perfect Purify game for him. It dodges a lot of stuns, but he went for the retribution. And with this retribution, Team Thailand knows this. So that means he's an easy target for their team. He's an easy kill. It's going to be like the best food that there is for Team Thailand. There you go. Like, as I say it, man. Nice stun coming in from Hylos. And there you go, Bo running for his life right now. No damage whatsoever for Team Brunei to counter punch this, as Team Thailand will push the top lane. They're now pushing the mid lane, and they are now winning the first 5 minutes of this game. 5-1, 3K gold lead, Leo.
This situation right here could have happened much earlier, but at this point, Team Brunei, they are now on the defensive. They need to go on the defensive, because what happened there exactly was they tried to go into the jungle. They tried to fight Team Thailand, and Team Thailand, there were what, 4 members of them there? 5? And you can't do that. That's not the kind of team fight you want if you're Team Brunei. So exactly what happened was their worst nightmare. First, Hajinity. Next, Alai. Even Bo was there, but he got away with it. And this turtle here, gonna be contested. Down goes the Glorious Pathway. There's a jump by Hack, and they're gonna disengage. So again, Team Thailand, they are ahead. They do not need to force fights, and we've learned from previous tournaments and leagues that the Kimi no longer has a expiration date. The way that Kimi used to play in the old days was just super early pushing, and now we've seen Kimi play 40-50-minute games, so we know for sure that's not a fact. So Team Thailand, they can take their time here and play it safe. Just push what they can, fight where they can, and make sure Team Brunei is always on the defensive.
That's all because of the ticking damage from the glowing wand build. But Leo, actually, I think what we're seeing right now is Team Brunei, they don't want to play defensive. They want to catch up with how Team Thailand's fast-paced play style is doing. So see right here, Hajizi is on the bottom side. Is this the split push that they wanted? Because right now, Team Brunei owning them with the damage that they got and the sustain that they got at the rocket. 3-pointer coming in from Seth. That was a nice pick-off. But man, Team Brunei, they will defend the top tier tower. Good job, and they will give space for Hajinity to probably get his item spike up, his power spike in, and get that endless battle to deal with the high loss and the jawhead damage. Oh no!
Nice catch onto Dalinity. Down he goes. Point blank kill there by Framesy. And now, I wonder who took it. Okay, so at least Hajinity got the purple. Now they're threatening this push. Down goes the turret. Mid is gonna be up next. Wow. I'd hate to be Team Brunei because look at their top lane turret. Here you go. Glorious Pathway. Jump by hack. There is the feathered airstrike still, but Agility gets caught in by the ejector. Down goes that turret. I think Koopa's gonna go down here as well if Bo don't call him in. And there you go. They finish the job with the turret up top. Don't need no minions, but look at top lane. Tatsupong making sure that that minion wave lasts longer than it should. The siege minion, it's gonna take it down a notch, but look at this. We're still at turtle. 8 minutes, 40 seconds in.
But this is a fast-paced type of lineup for Team Thailand, and what they want to do is just push and push and push and push. They have Purifies to dodge out the stun from the Cupra, so why not, right? Why not just go in? And I think Team Brunei, they decided that, hey, we cannot take the team fight. Let's just hope for the best to probably split push the map, because that's the nature of their lineup. That's how they want to play. But they're up against this team who can like swiftly go on you with the glorious pathway and with the wings by wings, and can put up damage without even stunning the Uranus.
Yep, they don't care anymore. I mean, they used glorious pathway as an engage, and oh my god, Framesy takes out Hajinity. How do you do it? Kimmy's got the rocket. Ladies and gentlemen, I think they can threaten the finish here. They're down 2 men. There's a minion wave down bottom. There's a minion wave in mid. This is 4 members. It's just... all right, down goes Dalinity. I don't think Alai can come in for the save. Targeting the base is Framesy. Bo goes down. This is over. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Thailand takes game 1.